unforgivable deception from the Labour Party as they abandon plans for 5 local grooming gang inquiries. Why do you think they've done that? Hey up everyone and welcome to Political Nerds. I'm Steph the Alter Nerd, your nerdy political guide from Washington DC to Westminster and beyond. In today's video I'm going to discuss the Labour Party cancelling plans for 5 local grooming gang inquiries. Why do you think they've done that? Now, do your own research, come to your own conclusions, and as a disclaimer, I am not inciting hatred to anyone or a particular group, religion, etc. So, let's jump into it with this tweet from Rupert: Lowe, unforgivable deception from the Labour Party, as the news broke yesterday that Labour had announced that they were going to cancel 5 local grooming gang inquiries. Absolutely despicable. They couldn't even give us that, you guys. Rupert Lowe saying there's only one way of getting an inquiry into the Pakistani rape gangs, and that's through our People's Inquiry. Help us below. Absolutely. And for those that really want to try and get down to the truth of the matter, who covered it up? Who enabled it all in the authorities, in the police, in the government? This is the best route that we've got at the moment. I'll make sure the link to this crowdfunder is in the description bar below. Guys, even if you can't donate, that's not a problem. Just share the link far and wide. Let's get this super viral. In the meantime, Rupert Lowe gives a little bit more commentary on the Labour Party abandoning, cancelling plans for 5 local grooming gang inquiries, saying in January the Labour Party was under immense pressure to act on the rape gangs. After public uproar, they announced these local inquiries in order to quell that rage. And in a way it worked. The anger subsided and the debate moved on. It did work. Even Nigel Farage Reform has changed his stance. He was like, right in January, was like, look, the government ain't going to give us the inquiry. We'll crowdfund it ourselves and we'll pay for it ourselves. Now he's not saying that. Yeah, I definitely drank the Reform UK Kool-Aid. I know. Big mistake as far as I'm concerned. But Rupert Lowe says for them to announce on the last day of Parliament, I mean, the timing is sketchy as well. Labour Party dumbasses. So for them to announce on the last day of Parliament before recess with barely any notice that even this pathetic effort was to be binned, it's low even for the Labour Party. Yeah, they did it on the last day of Parliament so that they wouldn't get that much backlash, so that it won't be widely reported on, so it'd just be swept under the rug and it'd be forgotten, just like everything else has been forgotten from January. Labour aren't stupid, but they're freaking despicable. That is for certain. So Rupert Lowe gets to it. Why have they done it? Why have they cancelled 5 local grooming gang inquiries? Primarily, he says they're petrified of the organised Muslim vote in a growing number of their constituencies. They don't want to lose their seats to the pro-Gaza independents. Sectarian politics is here to stay. It will grow and grow and grow. Demands for Pakistani airports will soon be the least of our concerns. With the way things are going, I fear Rupert Lowe's right on this. And it is scary. It's extremely scary. For anyone that has the means to get out of the UK now, do you know what? If I had the means, I'd do it. I'd get the hell out of the UK. I'd move somewhere else. I'd go to America, really, at the end of the day. That's where I would go to. Where would you go to? All my UK alter nerds out there, if you had the means to move to a different country, anywhere in the world, and escape the UK, where would you go? Let me know in the comments down below. Here we have Miah. He's an anti-grooming gang campaigner and has been campaigning on this issue for literally years. One of the OGs alongside Sammy. And he's saying, look, even when you speak out about the gang rape of white girls by Pakistani rape gangs, some still shamelessly twist the situation and claim victimhood from themselves. Britain isn't drifting into civil conflict, it's being force-marched there. Multiculturalism hasn't only failed, it's been weaponised. Labour has struck cynical deals with Islamist separatists, trading national unity for bloc votes. The result? enclaves across Britain governed by creeping Sharia, not British law. And I have reported on this channel a couple of months back that the UK is now looked upon as the Western capital for Sharia courts. We've got over 80 of them here. There was a bill that was going through years ago that would have outright banned Sharia courts. Guess what? The government blocked it, didn't ban it in the end. Absolutely disgusting. If people want to abide by and live under a country that's got Sharia law, not a problem. You've got the freedom to do so. In a country that does that, move to Saudi Arabia, move to Iraq, move to Iran, move to any of the Muslim-dominant countries that have Sharia law as their legal ruling framework. Not a problem. Here, we don't have that. Here, we have secular law. Don't like it. You know where the door is, really, at the end of the day. And so Farage says, look, this isn't just betrayal, it's surrender led by those meant to protect us. But I'd go one step further. This isn't just betrayal, it's surrender led by those that are also meant to protect our children. Our children. It is a little bit of a meme, but I'm actually really saying this in a very serious way. Remember Reverend Lovejoy in The Simpsons, his wife, her main catchphrase was, will somebody please think of the children, right? And even though that's used predominantly as a meme, I'm actually literally being serious here when I'm saying, will somebody please think of the children? Seriously. The only one that's doing it right now is Rupert Lowe, with him setting up this crowdfunder for a rape gang inquiry. So we'll at least have something. Government's supposed to work for us, not the other way around. It's insane. And so here we've got Sir Trevor Phillips, and he has commented on this unforgivable deception from the Labour Party, abandoning plans for 5 local grooming gang inquiries. And this is what he had to say about it.
I know it's not my business, and I know I'm, just a television and radio presenter, but I think what the government is doing on that question is utterly, utterly shameful.
Really?
Utterly shameful. And it is so obviously political that if people who in government who are responsible for this, who are in other ways, I think completely decent people, should really be ashamed of themselves. And because it's so obvious that they're not doing this because the demographic of the people involved, as Katie Lamb, the Tory MP, said yesterday, largely Pakistani Muslim in background, and also in Labour-held seats and councils.
I did a video, again, months ago on this channel, where I showed you guys a report investigating the rape gangs. And they turned around and they said the majority of people that are convicted under this disgusting, evil crime are Pakistani Muslims. What Sir Trevor Phillips is saying here is right, guys.
Who would be offended by it. And that's clearly the reason that they're not pursuing this.
Yeah, they're not pursuing it because, as Sir Trevor Phillips is saying here, and in my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, they don't want to offend the Muslim vote. Labour are so reliant now on that, it is unreal. It's insane. What the frick? They would rather rely heavily on the Muslim vote rather than get to the truth of what the hell's been going on with these rape gang situations to protect our children for the future. It's the reality of it as far as I can tell. Think about it. And let's get to this last bit here. Again, this is from Rupert Lowe. Anything to keep these monstrous crimes in the public eye is a good thing. He explains that the inquiry that he's setting up is not perfect, and he knows that. But it's much better than doing absolutely sod all, naff all, which is what the Labour Party's doing. At least we're doing something with the 5 local grooming gang inquiries, but now they've nixed that. So they are doing absolutely naff all. As Rupert Lowe says here, Labour have proved they'll do nothing. We're doing our best, and we are sure we can make a difference. And I have to applaud his effort for at least trying. So again, if you guys want to support the rape gang inquiry, and I can't see why you wouldn't, if you can, please donate to it. If not, at the very least, share the link far and wide. Again, it'll be in the description bar below. With that being said, if you appreciated this video and you want more, and believe me, of course, there's going to be more. You do not want to miss my next video. Then make sure you subscribe to join our Alter Nerd tribe here at Political Nerds. Like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theories, whatevers. What do you guys think to this unforgivable deception from the Labour Party? How do you feel knowing that they have cancelled plans for 5 local grooming gang inquiries? Why do you think they've done that? Let me know your opinions in the comments down below. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. I appreciate all your faces. And until the next time, you guys, laters.